Hello guys, so welcome to tonight's show. My name is CHUKS and you're on JFL TV, the home of football. So if today is the first time where you see our program for you to bring you the latest Arsenal news updates as they drop all over the world. So for now, I almost start with tonight's show. So I thought I don't do a press conference today ahead of the match we will play tomorrow against Wolverhampton Wanderers at the Molineux Stadium. They call they ask Ateta whether we want run away with the title, whether we would like to run away with it. Ateta confirmed that question, say yes. We would like to jackpot because Mikel Ateta on if Arsenal could run away with the title, that's what we want to do. And the more we win in this next few weeks, the better position we will be towards where we want to be. Yes. For you to know, say if I keep saying this, I stand to sound like a broken record. These players and the manager want to win more games than we want them to win those games for us. Plain and simple, you get. They want to be, they want to be very very successful, just like we too want them to be successful. That one's FD. Now, Ateta can give us updates on Kai Havertz, Calafiori, and Ben White. When you look at the Arsenal website, they put a special report there. So Calafiori missed out on our 4-0 win against Wigan, but Ateta can confirm say Calafiori don't do okay. He's fine. He was training with us today because Ateta said at the Soha Realty Training Center on Tuesday. He's feeling better and hopefully he's fit for tomorrow game. Another potential concern coming off the back of our FA Cup victory was Ben White. Ben White said confirmed say Ben White did okay. Say no, you are just fatigue. Ben White don't come use his mouth tell everybody say I do okay. So there is no way Ateta would come and say Ben White no dey okay when he already talk say he dey okay. Now, by the end of it, he was feeling a bit of tightness in his hamstring, but he's fine. You get so Calafiori, Ben White, okay. Then Kai Havertz. Ateta can confirm say Kai Havertz don't come back, but they never really know when going to involve tomorrow. But for the weekend, go there available. Don't forget at the weekend we are playing Tottenham Hotspur. You get so Odegaard and Kai Havertz won't be fit in time for this particular tomorrow match, but they could return for Sunday's North London derby. So for Wolves, Odegaard is not going to be fit, but for Sunday, we are very, very hopeful that he can be with us. Kai, on the other hand, for the weekend, is a possibility. So looking toward having him in the squad. You get so I would say Baba just explain, not too much drama. In fact, make I carry you enter the press conference, Gongo unpack and quickly. We don't talk about Calafiori, we don't talk about Ben White, we don't talk about Odegaard, then any other possible team news updates, every other person they okay. You don't see say now we don't get like clean bill of health 2 days out again. Max Doman is back. So we don't really get that much injury. And I just hope say it will continue like this. Make it continue moving forward. Now, on if Saka will play more in the number 10 role or out wide, I think I said yes. Depending on the options that we have that are available, we'll try to be as good as possible. We have another opportunity, another option there, which is great. On how Rice worked on improving his midfield game. With every player, we have certain targets and things we want to develop in the games. Especially that can give you huge value to the team. And then that's one of the areas where they can rise that we need to continue to do that because it can be such a threat from every angle, any position to damage or hurt the opposition. Now, on what the warm up is for, say all those warm up people they use get injury. So they come they ask I say, why not even they do all this warm up? What be the purpose? Because many injuries we don't get now through warm up. So what be the how like why? That always Saka go in injury warm up. So on what the warm up is for, I think I said maybe we have to change the word to get warm. Hopefully they are warm. No, to be ready, to be at their very best mentality, physically, to be activated, to be connected with teammates. That's what a warm up is for. And to start to have the feeling and probably start to tell your body that the game is coming. The adrenaline is going to start pumping. You get, and the testosterone has to be in the right spots, and you are ready to compete. Now, on if we have a regimented warm up for everybody, say no now because if I don't play football before you get so there's a routine. You do your sets, and it's a way of telling your body that see what's coming. Oh, want to play game? Oh, they are you in the best shape? Oh, and to change that sometimes is tricky. So it's a really good area to have a look at what will happen if we don't do the warm up, because then at halftime we're going to halftime and sit almost for 15 minutes, and then we go full gas again in the second half. So yes, maybe that's something to think about. Now, on if the game against Wolves having been rescheduled at short notice, like what do you think on the game against Wolves? They say just no be now, no be tomorrow we're supposed to play am, but they change the thing within like little to no notice. So I think I say, well, we can't complain. E no dey within our control. They don put am, say they don put am, we are ready to go, we go play am. Now, on suffering too many injuries during the premature one, na make I answer that one, so we skip. Now, on if it changes how we approach matches, skip, yes, because the press conference long small, I no want to waste time. Now, on if the chemistry between them can have a positive impact on the pitch, I think that's Madueke and Bukayo Saka. Yes. So after that, say it always does. Anyone who has played sports or worked with people in terms or in teams or those environments that you are willing to see, it's much better in the morning with somebody where you don't even want to look at their faces. So it's very pleasant. They enjoy the company and get along really well. On if we spoke to Saka before bringing Madueke into the club. So he said, yes, I did. I spoke especially with the England boys who knew him very well. Some of them had money in the academy as well, because it's really important to find out a player's trajectory from the players, coaches who have experienced him. Now, on the challenge of players going in for impact moments after returning from injury, it's really difficult to replicate the actual action. A player doesn't want to replicate for an injury as well, especially for those long-term injuries. It's tricky. Some have to happen naturally, and the more you have players around, the more unexpected things happen. When you get through, it's almost without realizing that for me is the best way. Now, away from that, on trying to keep Merino inside the squad, I think we've taken this report before. Where we say, I think I say Merino na very very vocal person and a person we say everybody like. So they go like even though in the injured, making still the part of the dressing room environment, get the cheer people on, they add your own quota because they say when it comes to tactics, yeah, sharp, yes. Now, on what Arteta wants our fullbacks to be doing further up the pitch? Well, depending on the position that we are playing and which space, as you mentioned, occupying, the width, the pace, the pockets, and have that functionality in the team, I think it's really positive. Then we will adapt to the players, and we have because some of them are more comfortable in certain spaces, and I think what our fullbacks are doing this season, it's another level. You get. Now, on how weary he is of going to the Molyneux Stadium after our previous match, we don't say our previous match with Wolves, where then now own goal we use Jello. That match no easy. Now they can't do for home. Well, I think understanding the difficulty of the match is always going to be there in any game in the Premier League. But when you come to the last stages of the season, you know the importance of every win and what you have to do. I sense this team is in a really good emotional state, really looking forward to playing tomorrow, and that's why play with that energy, that confidence, and I'm sure will continue to do what we have done. On getting back in the saddle in the Premier League title race, it's great to be in every competition. It's great to change the mood from competition to competition and adapt to that in the manner that we are doing. So every competition is always is very welcome. On if we could run away with the title, I think we've taken that particular question earlier on. Again, no need to come and repeat it. On if it's the best, on if it's best to let players continue into new positions they have adapted to. You say it depends on the circumstances. Let's keep. Only Bukayo Saka enjoyed playing that number 10 when he played against Wigan. He said, I think he does. And everything that brings a challenge to him, anything where he needs to prove something that ticks something in him, and I think that's a positive. On the relationship between Saka and Madueke, I think we've taken that earlier. On what gives him the confidence that we can go and win the league this year? This question, powerful question. Now, Ateta said, well, they have given me the confidence that what we've done up to now, every single day, and the biggest reassurance in every competition, the manner we've done it with all the challenges that we have faced already, it gives me confidence because it's the way we prepare. I don't get the confidence for the things that I imagine, for the things that I see every day and the preparation and how much the players want it. I mean, that's why they want it more than we want them to do it for us. Yeah, they themselves they won't prosper. So we are where we want to be, that's for sure. On how much it matters that City have been there and done it before. Yes, I don't know. Obviously, we are looking at what we are doing and especially what we have to do in the present time and tomorrow. How we have to perform against Wolves to do better than that and win the game. That's it. On what he has made of Wolves this season, most of their games, there's what they are doing against opponents. They are running teams close, and it came in the real. Oh, I skip that one, Jerry. Let's go to the final slide. On how much we need the performance and results against Wigan, skip. On being able to enjoy and relish it. So many Arsenal of us that brings the end to Arteta's press conference. I don't want to waste too much time with that press conference. Now, he got two done doing first Tottenham Hotspur press conference, so he can make a statement. So he say, we want to play this game in a way that our fans will like. I'm going to give everything that we have in the right way, brave, but in the same way, intelligent and smart to achieve what we want. And that's the victory. Well, now for weekend, your first match against Arsenal, we will see how that match go be. Everybody go use that one and judge you. Now, facing Arsenal is the worst test wey Igor Tudor go get because na wetin Les Ferdinand dey talk say na very very big test. And in fact, Les Ferdinand come dey talk say dis Tudor never understand the EPL yet. So he no come know how the guy go fare yet. But that one sef dey, we go see at the end of the day how the guy go take fare. Shebi na weekend na im go start. Now, let's bring a message from one of our sponsors in Mobile World Associates and Co Limited. So they're into construction services, dredging, canalization, real estate, and shore protection works. They are also into mechanical and fabrication services and procurement services nationwide. So if you want to reach out to them, call them on +234-806-4642234, and they're located at number 7 Ekeniwo Road or Razi, opposite St. Stephen's Anglican Church, Port Harcourt. If you're interested in any of their services, please do reach out to them. Also, bring you a message from another of our sponsor, Leaders Educational Services and Tours Limited. If you want to study and live in the United Kingdom, you want to go and do your masters over there and relocate with your family. So the May and September 2026 intake is available. So they will help you with admission assistance, exciting courses are available, work study opportunities, visa processing. Apply today. So if you want to reach out to them, call them on 09136378252 or 00659 and their website is www.leadersedutourlimited.com, and their office address is shop 206-207 Road 5 beside Stanbic Bank Ikota Shopping Complex by VGC Lekki Ajah, Lagos State. So if you're interested, their number is at the bottom of the screen. Get in touch with them ASAP. Now, we can see this breaking news today. Say Bukayo Saka don't sign new contract for Arsenal. 5 years contract. Agreement valid for the next 5 years to 2031. Even though Fabrizio Romano no talk how much the guy will end, but I hear saying at £300,000 per week, according to Sammy Mokbel, Saka has been given a new contract. So I did very happy for him because in trust Arsenal, saying go win titles here, Arsenal self trust time to get. So Sky Sports, everybody that analyze them. So Sky Sports says a statement from Arsenal to keep Saka at the club. Stephen Colker reflects on the importance of keeping Mr. Arsenal Bukayo Saka at the club following his contract agreement. So everywhere good. Now away from that, so Nani got the talk say he believes say Ronaldo will reach 1,000 goals get easily. Say he get no doubt. You know, say Ronaldo did 960 something get like maybe 40 goals or thereabouts. Now remain, and now you can explain why this 1,000 goals they important because people like Romario, Pele, they get claim say they score 1,000 goals, but some of their goals no they recorded. That's why no be claim where you go fit hold water, I guess. So, but this Ronaldo own evidence the clips, the highlights, the if you go find out. If you want to start from sporting this one, you go check the highlights. So, and like I even hear say Ronaldo want do movie once he don't hit that 1,000 goals mark. Say go do movie, talk about everything. But that one said it. Now, the former president of Barcelona, Joan Laporta, you get so we don't talk say it will be the league. It will be a league against everything and everyone because there are those who don't want us to win. I'm not just talking about the sporting aspect. There are certain circles power that don't want us to win it. I don't know, for some reason, Barcelona I believe say the referees are out to get them. You get say they don't want me to win the league, but say go past them. Everybody shall believe say people dey against them. Now the normal belief it dey happen again at the same. Now I dey see many people dey ask you about Super Eagles. Say how far Super Eagles World Cup? Say they don't follow backyard enter. Wetin happen in Congo? All those kind of level. Wetin happen to our appeal? So Group can't even let us know say as of February 17 today, There's no official FIFA verdict on Nigeria's appeal against DR Congo in 2026 World Cup qualifiers. The NFF states that conflicting media reports claiming qualification are false and the matter is still under review. FIFA never let us know anything. So when that does happen, I will still let you know. Now, another thing which Charles was going to let us know today be say Arsenal are set to install safe standing at the Emirates Stadium. First, the Clock End Tower next season, then the North Bank lower this season after. Around 13,500 supporters, including away fans, will be licensed standing areas by the 2027-28 campaign. Also, Arsenal want increase their ticket prices or to about 3.9% higher than this season for next season. Now, what will be that safe standing? Because I went to do some research. I was talking to Gemini, say, abeg, clear me. What will be this safe standing? So, safe standing for a long time, you get fans in the top English leagues, we are required by law to stay seated. However, many fans they prefer to stand. So they can't do that barrier, like gather, that barrier you get. Where we say you go fit sit down or you stand that iron rail, you go fit stand, rest your hand like this, dey watch ball. So before, e dey for stadiums o, but they can't ban am. Wetin make dem ban am? Because of the Hillbrow disaster. So that's why they say, why is this safe standing a big deal? For decades, standing was banned in the top division due to safety concerns following the Hillbrow disaster in 1989. Modern technology and stadium design have now made it possible to bring back safe standing in a way that is much more controlled and much safer than the old terraces. That's why Arsenal wan bring am back now, so that if you don sit down, on your house, you don pay you. If you stand up, rest your hand for the balcony there, dey watch the match, dey gyrate, get dey chant, do anything you wan do. So everywhere good, get. So Arsenal wan bring am back. So more just to watch ahead of na next season, no be this season. Now the Arsenal supporters trust also the para for Arsenal say why they go come increase prices, say e no make sense. Get. So I don't know whether Arsenal go listen to the supporters trust and rescind their decision, or maybe they go still go ahead and never really know who could watch. Now Osimhen don come and say I call it jab Napoli. So Osimhen first of all talk say he could have gone to Juventus. For those who they say, Osimhen is too good for Turkish league. Why not go another club? They say he wanted to go somewhere else. But Napoli people, the president Aurelio De Laurentiis, refused to allow him to go to Juve. You guys, but at the end of the day, you can say, okay, you can settle for Gala. At the same time, you can explain why he go come up for Napoli. Say, Napoli made fun of me on their own TikTok channel when I missed the penalty. They only did that with me. I received racist chants. Even some fans came to my house to para. So I decided to leave. Napoli treated me like man, I can't even say that word. I have worked too hard in life to get treated like that. That's why in leave. And at the same reason, Ademola Lookman left Atalanta. Person say, coach, they push, coach, one fighter. Italo, those people, they be dark banner, you get. Oh, my dear Arsenal lovers, I think it's a fine place for us to call the show and end. So it's like, come your way later tonight. We're going to do the preview of the match between we and Wolves. We're going to do it tonight. So till then, thanks for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your night. Now, good night and I'll be out. Cheers.